Three, two, one.
You ready?
You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. This is the Real Pineapple. This is your humble host, Hunter here. Hope you're all having a great December so far. Hope you're all staying safe. I've got another review here for the Real Holiday series. Got a review of another Christmas episode I am quite fond of, which is... I haven't mentioned the show too much on the podcast before, but one of my favorite sitcoms from the 90s is Just Shoot Me. I think Just Shoot Me is an incredibly underrated sitcom. The core cast between David Spade, Enrico Colantoni, who of course went on to be in Veronica Mars, and God, I love Veronica Mars. Laura San Giacomo, George Segal, Wendy Malick. I mean, that core, they work off each other so incredibly well, and I've really been on a big Just Shoot Me kick recently. So rewatching this episode was actually really cool. So first off, couple things. The episode itself has a narrator. I don't know who's the voice for the narrator, but he does an incredible job. It's really told similar in that Dr. Seuss style. It every so often between scenes, it'll go back to the narrator to go ahead and kind of fill in some gaps. And I think that part in particular was really done well. It makes it feel very Christmassy. But as far as what the episode is about, Maya, again, played by Laura San Giacomo, she is looking for the hot new toy for the holiday season, which is Sneezing Charlie is what it's called. And quick story time. When my sister Beth, when she was, she would have been 5 or 6, my mom stood out in front of Kmart for 6 hours to go ahead and get her a Tickle Me Elmo, because for those of you who are old enough to remember Tickle Me Elmo, that was the huge thing back in the day, back in like 95 or whenever it came out. But I remember in particular being just really quite amazed at how intense people got around the holidays. Getting a Nintendo Wii, I remember when those came out, that was a pain in the ass. So you already feel bad for Maya, because she has this kid that she tutors. She wants to get the toy for, and basically there's a reason why she's not able to get it, which I'll get into in a second. Finch, of course, played by David Spade. He wants a moped for Christmas. He thinks he's earned one. He is dropping very not subtle hints to Jack Gallo, letting him know like, hey, come on, boss. Like, we're friends. Give me a moped. You're rich. And and what I do appreciate about this episode, you got a couple storylines going. You have Maya, who's trying to get this doll. You have Elliot, who is just not feeling the Christmas spirit. And then you have Finch, who ends up wanting revenge on everyone. And then you have Nina, who is just, she's working with Elliot, trying to find a reason for him to enjoy the holiday season. For the record, most of the storylines I think wrap up really well. The one with Elliot and Nina I thought wrapped up a little quick, but this is called How the Finch Stole Christmas. And as far as that whole thing, that wrapped up shockingly well, actually. So Finch, of course, being the secretary, Maya catches her dad, the fact that he went ahead and bribed the person at the store to go ahead and buy all these Sneezing Charlies. I wish they would have said how many they had, but they don't. They just kind of go like, he got them all. It looks like, if I'm counting the boxes right, it looks like about 20-ish. But you find out that Jack is buying all these Sneezing Charlies for his clients, for people who buy ads in the magazine. Maya even remarks, these are your advertisers. They're all millionaires. And Jack has the great retort of, millionaires have children too, if not children, dogs. And one thing I do love about Jack, and it's something I've really grown to appreciate about the show, Maya has this very holier than now attitude about her. She really is. Uh, I don't even want to say Lisa Simpson-esque because Lisa's smarter than Maya is, but actually very similar to Maya. She does hate having her intelligence questioned. So actually, oh wow, okay. Actually, they're more similar than I realized. But Maya is really pissed off about this. She of course wants to go ahead and get revenge on her dad. The way she ends up doing it, I think, is really funny. Elliot is kind of just against the wall, not feeling inspired to shoot models or anything, which, I mean, God, poor bastard. But I love the fact that there's a puppy that's involved who is essentially Max, fills the Max role from the Grinch, because Jack goes ahead and gets a dog for his wife, or for his kid. I want to say for Hannah. So Finch puts on the Santa suit after having the dog go into Jack's office, because Jack, of course, tells Finch, "Don't go in my office. That's where all the presents are." So Finch, of course, being an asshole, goes ahead and pushes the dog into the office and acts like, "Oh no, I can't believe you did that." And that's when he discovers his gift, which is a calendar, a Turtles of the World calendar. And Jack told him right before he left that he was only getting one gift. So Finch thinks that's the only gift he's getting. So he immediately decides, "I'm getting revenge." So the next scene shows Finch dressed up in his Santa suit. There is a rap, or not a rap, but there's this rhyme. He replaced all the gifts that he had for each friend. "Take that," the Finch growled. "Kiss my ass." Like, I love that line so much. So some of the gifts he gets, so he gets Nina an industrial sized bottle of wrinkle cream, which I thought was really really fucked but funny. Elliot, because he's bald, he buys him some flowing blonde wigs. I mean, Finch goes all out, and then goes ahead and steals most of the gifts that are in the office. Like, Finch really goes all out to just be a great son of a bitch. But it's quite incredible, if I'm being honest. Like, it's almost inspiring. The bit that I love, absolutely love, that they parodied, because, you know, if you've seen The Grinch, which if you haven't, how the hell have you not seen The Grinch? But he goes ahead and has the magnet, you know, to go ahead and knock the stockings off. And of course he waves the magnet, and of course the stockings don't come flying towards him like they do in The Grinch. So he just ends up going ahead and just going ahead and grabbing the stockings, which was something that I got a good laugh out of. Nina, that's right, Nina does have another storyline. She is bagging on Maya for wearing comfortable clothes all the time, and she flat out tells her that, yeah, you can't live in comfortable clothes. It's insane. So Maya normally wears a lot of J. Crew. Nina meets a guy at a bar who's dressed up very outdoorsy, very woodsy, like my parents would dress. And love your parents, but he's dressed very much in that vein. And she thinks it's J. Crew, and she sleeps with him, and then finds out the next day that there's no J. Crew, because Maya called the J. Crew office and found out there is no J. Crew, like, as far as a person, which, that was a laugh I got. I got a very hard laugh out of that. Maya does this thing where she pretends to be one of the dolls talking. She puts a walkie-talkie behind one of the boxes, and I will say, for the moral high ground that Maya, you know, tends to pretend that she has, I did kind of go, okay, yeah, that is funny, and by no means is Jack a saint in this, but you're not as innocent as you think you are. Also, there is one guy in the office named Percy who's Jewish, who Jack goes out of his way to go, "Oh, happy Hanukkah, Percy. I just want to make sure I called you out so you don't feel like you don't belong." And he just keeps harping on it. And I remember going, damn, that's really, that's really dark, but okay. The great twist at the end of this is that Finch, of course, gets the calendar, because that was his gift. But they go, "Hey, you have to go to December 25th. So So he goes to December 25th, and they were going ahead and they were sending him to Turtle Bay Resort in Hawaii, and they rented one of those mopeds that he likes for him. And he just has this look of realization of, oh shit, what? You did that? It makes me so happy because Finch can't walk any of those gifts back, and him just sitting there in it, realizing what's about to happen. Elliot's the first one. Elliot's the first one who opens his gift, and I'm blanking on exactly what he says. I want to say he calls him. He calls him bald head. Yeah, to Elliot from Finch, take that, you bald headed loser. I was like, damn, that's really. But the episode is so much fun, and Finch, because he's Finch, makes a great escape because, again, he's Finch. The episode is so much fun. That's a very, I think, broad summary of it, but I have a blast watching this. David Spade, it's weird. Between this, obviously Tommy Boy and Black Sheep, but between this show and Rules of Engagement, I think Rules of Engagement's a really underrated show. It wasn't always great, but man, I had a lot of fun most of the time when I was watching that show. David Spade's been great on sitcoms, so it's kind of crazy to see, you know, what he started off as in the 90s to, you know, him doing dumb shit like The Wrong Missy. Like, come on, David Spade, I know you can be good, but getting my final thoughts here, for me, I'd give this a solid A. I mean, this isn't one of my favorite Christmas episodes ever, but my God, did I laugh really hard. And I've watched it probably 3 or 4 times in the last couple months because I've just been, Just Shoot Me's been one of those shows in my rotation recently. I go back to this episode a lot, but I had so much fun with this. It's well worth your time. It's on Hulu. If you haven't watched it, you should. But everyone, what is your favorite episode of the show? Or what is one of your favorite episodes of Just Shoot Me if you've seen it? Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at The Real Pineapple. Don't forget to like our gaming page now on Facebook as well at Real Pineapple Games. Follow yours truly on the Twitter at JHunterRealPineapple. You can follow Scott on Twitter at Nearman1st. And don't forget to like, rate, share, and subscribe. You can find us on SoundCloud, Apple and Google Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher and iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and TuneUp at The Real Pineapple. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. We appreciate your support. We'll have reviews coming up here soon for Elf, Batman Returns, which I'm so excited to review that, as well as Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm real excited to be wrapping up the holiday series, but yeah, we've got some good stuff heading your way. But everyone, thank you so much again for listening. Please stay safe out there. Wear a mask, take care of each other, and we'll talk to you soon.